Beautiful. Good morning, RCF. I am going to go ahead and record a quick video here to show you how you can, using automation, take your leads in Nurturely Plus or high level and automatically get them over into your client side CRM so that you don't have to manually add them in every single time. First, highlighting RCF Grand Rapids, Natural Cleaners and team, Tiffany Pierce. They are today's top gainer with 8.67%, 15 points gained. That is a snapshot from midnight this last night, so 10 hours ago, comparing it against the 24 hours before that. So today, let me see what you're at right now. You're at 177, so down a bit today. It'd actually lose that streak if it stays the same here. But at midnight, you're at 188 as of 10:16. Tiffany and Grand Rapids, you're at 177. But before I spend too much time on that, we are going to hop into Nurturely Plus and get our first bits of information that we need to set up this Zap in Zapier. So we are using Zapier for this. If you're not familiar with Zapier, look, they have something good on their homepage. It's like it's not going to let me, glue to the internet. It moves data around between different softwares so that you don't have to do it. How we do it here, so we've got our pipeline. It's empty here as I'm in the demo account. I'm going to put this on YouTube, so I don't want to have first and last names in there if I can help it at all. So your pipeline, you've got new lead, you've got call attempts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then needs follow-up. Needs follow-up is which, well, let me start over here. New lead, anything you have not processed yet. Then they automatically go in call attempts 1 through 5. You're trying to call. You're trying to get in touch with them, and you give them 5 attempts, 5 call attempts. So if someone that you're talking to, but you haven't scheduled an estimate yet, they go and needs follow-up. Even if you're following up with them over the long term, they go in here. But it is critical to have tasks set up so that you follow up with them when you said you were going to, and none of them fall through the cracks. Then we've got our estimate scheduled, estimate delivered, and service scheduled. These 3 are all pretty self-explanatory, but I would say once an opportunity lands in estimate delivered, you pretty well want it in your client side CRM. The idea is that your sales CRM is taking your entire market area, your entire audience, and sifting through all of it to find your clients, sending those clients over to your client side CRM so that you're not having that one all bogged down with a bunch of data of clients and leads that you don't even have in your business. So we have a client side, a sales CRM, which we use high level for. We use Nurturely Plus. That is a white labeled version of high level. So if you are familiar with high level, this is exactly that. So once they land in estimate delivered, we're going to create a Zap that puts them into our client side CRM. For example, at Custom Aids, we use Jobbers. So I'm going to use this one as the example in this video, but they're all going to be quite similar. So let's go here. First, I need to grab, I might be doing this a little early, but we're going to get the API key. I'm going to copy this. This is found in your business profile under settings of your Nurturely Plus account. You just copy it. Do not refresh it. That could break a bunch of automations. If you do that in your account, just be sure to copy it. All right, so what we're going to do here in Zapier, I'm going to assume that you've already got an account here. I'm not going to show you how to create an account and get that all set up. You should pretty well know how to do that, but you'll get to the home page and click Create. Click on Zaps, and now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. You could pretty much type what you want in here, what you want to automate, but I started using Zapier before that came along, so I I just have my own routines. But you can try that if you'd like. Let's call this, I'm going to rename it RCF Demo 2 to Jobber. Okay. So, and the trigger, this is the event that starts our Zap. And what starts it is one of the opportunities landing in estimate delivered. So let's get this. It's under lead connector. I know it's high level. I know it's Nurturely Plus, but the app is lead connector. Very critical that you find this app here. Okay, trigger event. Pipeline stage changed. It's the only one in there for right now. By the time you see this video, maybe high level has added different triggers here, but right now this is the only one, so you really can't go wrong. All right, now we're going to select our account. I don't believe, oh good, I don't have it in here yet. So you are not going to have anything in here yet. If you do, perfect. Select your correct account and move on. But we don't here, so we're going to connect a new one. And this is where we're going to paste that API key that we pulled up. Now I have this screen share going, a new window popped up. It's asking me, I'm hoping you can see this, allow Zapier to access your lead connector account, and I'm pasting the API key in the only spot that you can add anything. Paste that key and then click the orange button, yes, continue to lead connector. That's it. All right, perfect. Now what I'm going to do is edit the connection name just so I know this is RCF Demo 2 because I have so many different integrations in here. Perfect. Okay, so when a stage is changed, now we're on to the configure portion of this trigger. We told it what we want it to do, but it's asking now like, okay, well, which stage do you want to watch? So in here, we're going to select our correct pipeline, which is leads. When it moves to, see, now they all show up in here, new lead, call attempt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, needs follow-up, estimate scheduled, estimate delivered, service scheduled. Every time it goes into estimate delivered, we want to trigger. Now it says test the trigger. We're good. Okay, we're going to see which one okay. Oh, good, it doesn't have anything in there. All right. Did it not? I'll change it later. All right. We've got our test record in there. And now, since you already have, well, you likely already have data in your account, you're going to have an actual test record in there. And here it's a little tough because it's going to be default data. All right, I'm going a little ahead of myself. Now we've got this one taken care of. It's got the green check. We're good. We've got our trigger. Now, what do we want it to do? All we're doing here is adding that contact to our CRM. So when we go over there, we update Nurturely Plus and add it to estimate delivered. Now we just go to the next tab, let's say Jobber, and we can search that client's name, that prospect's name, and it's going to show up in there without us having to do any manual work. So what do we want it to do? Under Actions, select the event for it to run. I'm going to type in Jobber. I notice it had 2. We don't need job scheduled. We just need regular Jobber. And here, this one's going to have a lot of different things. So you can do a bunch of different things. Whereas on Lead Connector, all we could do for the trigger was one thing. We could just watch for that stage change. Here, you can do a bunch of things. All we're going to do is create client. All right. Now we got to sign in. Oh, man. I'm hoping I can get, oh, good. It'll have it here. We're going to log in. Oops, I got to pause it here because I got to get my password. All right. Now I am into Jobber. I've got it added to our next action for Zapier. What's frustrating is that I went through this whole thing and got it all set up and realized it did not hit record again after I paused it trying to get back into Jobber. So I apologize. So now we've got Jobber here, and what we're trying to get from high level, Nurturely Plus, is the contact data. So we want, at the bare minimum, first name, either email or phone number, and then zip code. You might not always have zip code, but I like to have it in there for my sales team so that they can at least type that in and see generally where that client is. And then you can always ask them for their address beyond that. Asking for an address is a great way to generate a reply from your leads. Be like, hey, I got your information for house cleaning quote. We'd love to help out. Do you mind if I grab a quick address to see where you're at? They're going to reply with the address. And once they've opened that conversation, they're not going to really ignore you. It's going to be really tough for them to ghost you. All right. So what we're going to take from high level, from Nurturely Plus into Jobber or whatever you're using for client side CRM, first name. Let me get that out of there. Okay. So we click first name here. You are in my way. All right. First name is right here. So in lead connector, we're trying to get the lead connector first name into Jobber, into the same field. See how they're all broken up? We've got first name, last name, company name, email address, phone number, street address, city, state, country, post, zip code, postal code. So we've got first name. You will likely have real client data in here. Ours just says first name right now because we're using that demo account. Enter in last name there. Definitely got to get an email or a phone number, but even if they just give you one, so if someone just gives you their email, it's not going to enter anything in. If it sees nothing, it'll just be blank. But you want to put both here so that it catches at least one of those. From there, I just add postal code. If you want, you can, edit your custom fields to whatever you need to customize this going forward. I'm showing you the bare minimum so that this can be applicable for most people that are trying to set this automation up. For example, one of the things you could put in along with this is the type of cleaning they're interested in. Is it a one-time clean? Is it monthly, bi-weekly, weekly, daily? Something like that, or you can add notes. Okay, so here, I'm gonna hit retest. It's already published. It's like I said, I went through it, but you would click publish here, confirm it, and then you're done, right? So this simple automation saves you a ton of time every month. Think about it. If you just take 30 seconds to take your, like you just called someone and you delivered their estimate, you drag them over here, update it, do your thing, then you add them into Jobber, Made Central, ZenMaid, Booking Koala, whatever you're using. If it takes 30 seconds, well, how many estimates are you delivering every month? And then multiply that by 30 seconds. Well, that's how much time you're saving, like by this 2-module automation. You can do a whole bunch with this, and this is just the beginning. So if you stop the video right here, you've seen all you needed to set that up. If you wanted to go a little crazier and customize it, let's say with Jobber or whatever you're using, you can add your tags, you can add notes to a request, you can create a job, you can create a quote here. If you needed to create a quote in Jobber, I know it might be a little bit different here for your other platforms, but if you need to add the contact and then also create a quote for them to approve, you can do that with automation and with Zapier. So if you have any questions on this, or if this is something you've been trying to set up but weren't quite sure how to do it, let us know. If you are seeing this for the first time and want to check out something like this, let us know. We want to help you out and get this set up so that you can streamline your processes, make things much easier on your side and take more off your plate so that your brain can be used strategizing, rather than data entry, basically. This saves a ton of time for your VAs as well. So if you need any help with this, do let us know. Have a great Friday. We'll talk to you all soon.